No. Use it.
Their season depends upon it. We've mentioned it many times. It's extremely unlikely they make the playoffs, but they've simply got to get bonus point wins pretty much every week. Here's Pollock, who's going to make that a possibility, potentially. Oh my goodness. This guy.
Every so often, a player comes along who doesn't just play the game, but bends it to their will. Someone who seems built for the sport in body, mind and instinct. Right now, in the world of rugby, that player is Henry Pollock. The back row phenom turning heads, breaking records, redefining the future of the sport, and the Wonderkid taking over the rugby world. Henry Pollock was born in 2005 in Banbury, Oxfordshire. No silver spoon, no media hype, just raw unfiltered passion for rugby from day one. He grew up in Northamptonshire, rugby territory. From the first time he picked up a ball, coaches saw something: the intensity, the hunger, the rugby IQ. Pollock wasn't just another eager kid running around a muddy pitch, he was a student of the game at age 10. By his early teens, he was already leading school sides and making waves in local club fixtures. You couldn't teach what Pollock had. His work ethic was obsessive, his tackle count, his support lines, his breakdown dominance. It was like watching a flanker in a fly half's body. It didn't take long for Northampton Saints to take notice. One of the oldest and proudest clubs in English rugby, they brought Pollock into their academy at under 13 level, whilst also playing for Buckingham RFC. And from the moment he arrived, it was clear, this kid was different. Pollock tore through age grade rugby like it was child's play. He wasn't just bigger or faster, he was smarter. He made breakdowns look like chess matches, 3 moves ahead, always. Within a few years, he was captain of the Northampton Saints under-18 side that reached the 2023 Academy League final. And by 17, he was knocking on the door of the senior team. In October 2022, he made his professional debut, becoming the club's youngest try scorer in the professional era. He signed a first professional contract with the club in the spring of 2023, making his Premiership debut for the side against Leicester Tigers in November 2023.
Stewart keeps it alive and then hustled by Hendy loses it, and Langdon, and all of a sudden Saints still a man down, and look at this, and Furbank again, and then the chasing Pollock, oh, it just wouldn't work for him.
Struggling for a place in a stacked Saints squad, he played 5 times on loan in the Rugby Championship for Bedford Blues for the remainder of the 2022-23 season. Then, in 23-24, Pollock exploded. He started consistently in the Premiership, holding his own and often dominating against world-class opposition, whether it was jackling over the ball, smashing through rucks, or linking like a back in open play. He was everywhere. By age 19, Henry Pollock wasn't just playing for Northampton, he was integral for them. While his club form was lighting up the Premiership, Pollock was also making a massive impact in the white jersey of England's under-20s. From the moment he joined the squad, he became the heartbeat of the team. He led by example, tackling, carrying, scoring, you name it. Pollock wasn't just a highlight player, he was a glue guy holding it all together. At the 2024 Under-26 Nations, he was England's standout performer, topping tackle charts, scoring crucial tries and earning Player of the Match awards. On his debut for the England Under-20 side against Italy Under-20 in February of 2024, he scored a hat-trick and was subsequently named Player of the Tournament for helping England win the 2024 Six Nations Under-20s Championship title. He would one-up that, being part of the England Under-20 side that won the 2024 World Rugby Under-20 Championship in South Africa. Rugby pundits across Europe and the world were suddenly paying attention. Was this kid the real deal, or was it just Under-20 hype? Then came the call that changed everything. In November 2024, Pollock was called up to the England A National Rugby Union team for the first time and put in a man-of-the-match performance against Australia A at the Twickenham Stoop. This was the moment where Pollock established himself as one of England's brightest rugby talents. A year later, in January of 2025, following an injury to Alex Dombrandt, Pollock was called up to the senior England squad for the first time ahead of their Six Nations opener against Ireland. And 2 months later in March, he scored 2 tries off the bench on his senior debut during a 68-14 points victory over Wales in the final round of the tournament.
Offside, George Ford, long pass. his debut. Young Tom Pollock. Henry Pollock, of course I should say, not Tom Pollock. Gets a try. What a way to launch his Test match career.
Oh, absolutely incredible.
You come down.
George Ford.
Pass is
Not
good.
a long, accurate pass off the left hand to Roebuck. Roebuck comes in field. 6'2", hugely powerful. And another try. And again, on debut, young Henry Pollock. What a day he's had.
In the 2024-25 season, Pollock's performances reached new heights. He became a linchpin for Northampton Saints, delivering standout performances week after week. His ability to read the game, coupled with his physical prowess, made him one of the most feared back row players in the Premiership. His contributions were pivotal in Northampton's journey to the European Champions Cup final. Facing off against top European clubs, Pollock consistently outperformed seasoned internationals, showcasing his readiness for the highest levels of the game. Pollock's dominance wasn't just limited to domestic competitions. His performances in Europe solidified his reputation as one of the brightest young talents in world rugby. 2025, a Lions year, the pinnacle of rugby in the Northern Hemisphere. The best of England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, selected to tour Australia in one of the most intense rivalries in world sport. And in that elite squad,
Henry Pollock.
On the 8th of May 2025, Henry was the youngest player picked for the tour. A 20-year-old going toe-to-toe with the best the Southern Hemisphere has to offer. The rugby world was stunned, not because he doesn't deserve it, but because it never happens this fast. One line selector put it bluntly, he's already one of the best open sides in the UK. If we don't take him, Australia will thank us. Pollock hasn't just made the squad, he very well has a strong chance of making the Test 15. So what makes Henry Pollock that guy? It's more than stats, more than big moments. It's his total understanding of the game, his humility off the pitch, his obsession with detail. He studies every opponent. He talks to coaches like a veteran. He plays like one too. Pollock isn't just a physical weapon, he's a rugby brain in overdrive. At 20, he's already redefining the role of a modern flanker. He's not just a breakdown specialist, he's a link man, a communicator, a decision maker. And he represents something more. In an era where English rugby has been accused of stagnation, Henry Pollock is the antidote. Young, bold, fearless, a player who plays for the moment but thinks for the team. There's already talk of him captaining England in the next few years. Some say he could be the face of the national team heading into the 2027 Rugby World Cup. And beyond that, global stardom, sponsorship deals, records broken, young fans inspired. Henry Pollock might just be the player who brings rugby into a new era. Faster, smarter, harder, less grind, more genius. Most players spend their careers chasing respect. Henry Pollock earned it as a teenager. But he's not chasing fame, he's chasing greatness. Not the social media kind, the kind that gets your name carved into stadiums, the kind that echoes. He's spoken openly about wanting to use his platform to grow the game, especially among young players. Pollock knows the power he holds, and he's using it to inspire, not intimidate. And maybe that's what makes him special. Not just the freakish talent, not just the fearless style, but the intent behind every tackle, every carry, and every choice to make the game better for everyone. With that all said and done, it's been your boy John Talks Rugby, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click on screen now to see how Brian O'Driscoll revolutionised Irish rugby. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.